Halloween 5 when he crawls through the water?
Yes. Halloween 5 is going to be a big influence on this
Influence?
film. Yeah. Where do you meet the cops later in the movie? Who have
They're wacky.
So the queen, she's freaking out, right? She's like, oh my God, one of my babies is gone.
As a good mom does.
Right. Now, most of the drones have to be there to protect the hive, and go out and get food. So they pick the worst drone. His name is Edgar.
Edgar,
okay. Edgar the Xeno. Oh, by the way, there are no humans in this movie, actually.
Wow.
It's all CGI. This is sort of, this is really the next step. We're getting rid of the people.
Sure. The only people that you have are like mocap, maybe?
Yeah, we'll have some mocap. You know, you got to have, I mean...
What is Andy Serkis going to do? Come on.
Yeah, seriously. He's going to play both Edgar and most of the people who get eaten.
Yeah, he's going to play all.
You only have to pay one actor.
Yeah, and it's the guy that is so good at this, you would absolutely pay him to do it.
So Edgar has to go on this epic journey across this barren wasteland of a world, which the humans are now trying to take back, actually. So led by two really wacky colonial Marines.
Yes.
You know, and there's a costume party, and somebody gets killed with a pitchfork.
I just realized that you were doing the plot of Halloween 5.
Oh my God. And then there's the scene where the face hugger, right? It gets out of the egg and it's trying to crawl up the air vent so it can get away from the humans. The humans are like, no aliens, no. And they're committing like xenocide, right?
Right, sure.
They're just wiping them out. And the human is just stabbing into the air vents while the face hugger is holding on and screaming.
It's like it's a moving moment in the film. You really feel for the face hugger, right? Like it's like you're really like.
Yeah, and when you realize that the face hugger is actually like the descendant. Okay, so the guy who's stabbing them, right? Who's stabbing the air vent. He is the uncle of the first person who got impregnated by a queen alien on this colony, who is now laying the eggs. So essentially this facehugger is his nephew.
Right.
So he's after his nephew. And so the facehugger gets away. Edgar, saves his life, and they take Stabby McGee to a holding cell, right?
Sure.
They just and they've got him in like heavy chains because this dude is badass. The aliens are not taking any chances with him.
And why would you?
Exactly. And the idea is that they're gonna web him up to the wall, and finally this egg, this face hugger, this brave little face hugger,
right?
Who's survived all this time, is finally going to get to face fuck this dude and plant an alien in his chest.
Yeah.
But while the face hugger
it also has
talking to somebody,
it has a very Porky's vibe to it as well.
So
I'm just saying, could go either way.
The face hugger is, talking to its family. It's about to go back inside. And all of a sudden, another human comes in, and then the facehugger, you hear all this noise, and the facehugger's like, what's going on in there? So it goes back into the hive, and everything's just been burned to the ground.
Oh my God.
And the human, the stabby dude, is gone. Oh, yeah, and Edgar and the egg become, like, best friends. It's sort of a buddy comedy about a man and his egg.
Less about, like it's more like platonic love.
Yeah, it's like brother love, because it's basically his baby brother.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But it actually turns out, this is the twist leading into 6.
This is a long game, okay?
Yeah. Look, I'm trying to.
I'm reviving a franchise.
I've got to lay enough. I got to plant enough eggs that we can be having chest bursters for years to come. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it turns out that facehugger is also holding a queen, which is actually a direct threat to the queen who already exists.
Oh, Alien
So you
Civil
come back
War?
in 2 years for Alien Civil War.
Oh my God, I'm here for this. They need us. They did both a 3-picture deal. Let this man tell the stories he needs to tell.
Yeah, we'll figure out what the third one is later. Alien Endgame or whatever.
Yeah. I would watch that movie, and I don't even
That
watch
would actually
alien
be
movies.
a wonderful, yeah.
It should be
Can
like
you imagine?
more whimsical, maybe than like maybe it's a children's. Maybe
Yeah, well, what I was going for was more of like a Pixar vibe.
I'm really
Randy
changing
Newman.
Alien.
You got a friend in me. As he's
Like
carrying
slapping
the
each other on the back and have the face huggers like whipping him with his little tail. Like
Yeah, and they lose the egg at one point and they have to get it back because like mom's gonna be so mad she made that egg special for the face hugger to live in. So there's a lot of emotional stakes there. There's a Randy Newman soundtrack. There's
we've already got Randy
also
locked down.
a bizarre homage to Alien 5 running through the whole thing, including weird cult symbols on the wall that will be poorly explained in the sequel.
But not this one, the one, not 6, but 7.
Yeah. You got to come back for
7 is
Alien
going to be like the Rise of Skywalker of this.
Oh, no.
kind of a jumbled mess.
There's going to be a lot going on. You're going to get a lot of movie for your money.
It's going to be like 90 miles an hour for the entire fucking movie. There's no slowdown, man. Like, you're just going. We got a lot to explain and wrap up because we got to get the fuck out of here now. We've ruined the franchise again. And now we're
just going to wreck this fucker.
I like how we're pitching it. You're pitching it as it's new life, and we're like, nah, we're gonna fuck it up. Everyone fucks it up.
Inevitably, you're gonna fuck it up.
Even Ridley Scott doesn't get it right all the time.
It's true. He's made 3 of those fuckers, and I only like 2 of them, and I'm in the minority on that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, in 8, that would be right. No, 7. Sorry, I don't want to go to 8. That we're gonna give it back to Fincher for 8.
Yeah. See what he can do. Hey man, see what you can do with this piece of shit over here, man. We try.
He's like, I'm not doing that for you guys again.
Fuck you.
We'll bring in Ripley's ghost, so Sigourney fans, they get their closure, right? That'll be the scene where Sigourney's ghost comes and talks to Edgar and kind of sets him straight about what a xenomorph is supposed to be and do, or can be, doesn't have to be. Like, does biology equal destiny? There's also like a trans rights thing, kind of, LGBTQ.
Taking it to that place too. Okay. I think.
Yeah, this is going to be a thematically rich trilogy.
I agree. Can I pitch an 8 in case you don't?
Yes.
You do yours and I'll pitch an 8. It's actually a crossover between Alien and Halloween. It's just gonna be
Are you bringing back Danielle Harris?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, good.
Of course, everyone that with Jamie Lee Curtis, Sigourney Weaver. I'm talking
Ghost
everyone.
of Donald Pleasance.
The Ghost of Donald. We're going to CGI him in. Just
Ghost of Ian Holm.
Ghost of Ian Holm. Ghost of Bill Paxton. It's going to be all kinds of
ghosts, all kinds of necromancy.
All kinds of CGI. Like the thing is, like number one, we're in, we don't know what coronavirus is going to bring. Perhaps by then we're going to all be doing CGI movies. So like maybe I'm on the cutting edge here. But also include Michael Myers in that somehow.
Well, okay. So here's the thing: you've got. I know how to do this.
Great.
So you've got the ship.
So when my vision falls apart, I'm gonna call you, and like it'll be like Justice League.
No!
Show me what you got.
Well, the idea being, right? So Alien's kind of a slasher film in space.
Sure.
So you just do Alien again, but add Michael Myers. So you've got 2 different things killing off the entire crew, and then in the end, they have to fight.
Then it's almost like Freddy versus Jason, where they're like across from each other, and then they like both turn around, and it's like the music starts to like get intense, and you know, and they're like spitting acid, and he's just like, you know, it's landing on him. He doesn't care because he's the shape, and then he's just like, glah, 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 glah. Oh, and then that leads
acid
into 9.
flying everywhere.
We leave that cliffhanger. Who wins? I don't know.
They both fall off the platform that they're standing on, and we cut to credits.
And then you have to come to us for 9.
If you want to find out how this ends.
And then I'm just going to say this. Boom. You've successfully restarted 2 franchises.
You're welcome. 20th Century Fox and, I guess, Dimension Films?
Yeah. I'm not sure who owns the film rights. I haven't kept up with Halloween the way. I actually haven't even seen like the last several that have been out.
The last one with Jamie Lee Curtis was pretty good.
Yeah, I just couldn't bring myself to watch it.
Why? Are you just not a fan anymore?
No, I just didn't. I just never really like found it, and I was like, I'm definitely going to go see it in theaters. And I was just like, if I see it, maybe, but like I don't know if it's streaming anywhere, and I haven't ever sat down and been like, I'd like to watch that Halloween movie. Like I know it exists, but I just have so much that I would rather do.
That's fair. I've gotten to the point recently, actually, where I pretty much stopped watching TV for the most part. Like I'm not doing a lot of streaming. I've been watching, so I watched the first 2 Hellraiser movies recently. That's my new franchise kick. So hey out there, all you Cenobites, I'll do that one next time.
Okay.
You know, but mostly it's just video games and reading, honestly. Like that's kind of where my head's at, is like, because video games are so like immersive, you know, that you don't really have to think about anything else except the game. So like it's a better distraction for me right now with everything going on than TV, where like I'm just sitting there passively.
Yeah, or you're not even watching it and you're just on your phone, which
Yep.
is in and of itself can be a bad thing. Not that being on your phone is inherently bad. It's just, what are you doing on the phone? You know?
Yeah,
are you reading the news, or are you doing something productive? Are you playing music?
Are you doom scrolling? That's what
Right.
one
That's
guy on Twitter called it.
I think a good way to describe it, because that's what it feels like right now. Although I think honestly, I do it looking for more glimmers of hope, of like, oh no, there's like actually good shit up there. So
I'm feeling a little more hope, believe it or not, in the last week or so. We'll see if that hope is sustained. I've felt hopeful before and been dashed in the last few years, so we'll see how it goes.
yeah, I was talking to get heavy. Well, welcome to the heavy part of Team Hurricane.
Yeah. Welcome back.
Hey, how you doing, all you doomers?
All you Cenobites, we have such sights to show you.
So I was spot on though. That was the thing. Like it made total sense. It worked. It's perfect.
Thank you.
Anyway, let's drag you to hell and talk about. I was talking to my sister a little bit about how COVID is kind of popping off here in Texas right now, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm actually really worried that we're going to be like the next New York, like in the big cities in Texas. Like, I don't think it'll be like quite as bad in the rural parts of Texas. I mean, it will be bad considering how small they are, but it won't be like number-wise as bad. I guess it will be as bad. So fucking never mind. It's just gonna be bad here."
Yeah.
And I was like, I mean, to be honest with you, I feel like we're getting to a point in the world where, like, I'm not sure what's going to happen. Like, I don't think the status quo can be maintained. I don't necessarily see, like, a violent revolution, but I see at least more revolutionary thought being like, is this the way that we're supposed to be living our lives? And that has given me a lot of hope. I mean, today, like I thought earlier, I was talking about trading like food with my people that I know, and getting other food in return. And I'm not saying that everyone's gonna be able to grow food, you know what I'm saying? But like,
right.
If even some people are able to do that, you start altering the way that like you live your life, and other people can potentially live their lives. And like, that's what I told her. I was like, I think this time is going to be a time of reflection for people to think about what is really important to them and the way they live their lives. That being said, I don't know that we can achieve those things with the system that we have, and so I don't know what the answer is. So,
me neither.
Find out next time on Team.
Yeah, when we fall off the edge of the platform here, and
into
I think-
Team Hurricane 9. Or I don't remember which one that was.
I think